himself. The Mosiah allowed him to gain what he has. Now the Mosiah is taking him down. That's why I said the scepter of the wicked is broken. Scepter means a rulership. It's a staff that kings normally have when they sit on their throne. It symbolizes rulership. All right? But
he had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke.
That's how you know it's talking about the so-called white man. He who smote the people in the wrath with a continuous stroke. Think of all the policies the so-called white man came up with, man. That's why everybody's mad, man. People can't find a job. It all goes back to the so-called white man. Making all these different laws, these unrighteous tax laws. You get taxed everywhere you go, man. Here it is, you get a job that probably ain't paying nothing, but then at the end of the week, they're taking taxes that they're not supposed to take out of your check. Other tax, state, FICA, Social Security, Medicaid. And then when you go to the stores, you got to pay taxes on everything you buy in the stores. You get taxed again. When you pay for your utilities, they add their taxes to that. So basically, you're just taxing every which way you go, man. And they know that that's going to make it hard for you to live. It's called pressure from above, pressure from beneath. Basically, they're trying to put you in a pressure cooker, man. And right now, you got a lot of people that's losing their minds. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke.
Right. What's he doing over there in those other countries, man? That's why you got over there in Europe, you got them countries, they rising up. A lot of them countries, they going to wherever the United States embassies are, they bum rushing them, man. And now, and they saying the way they doing it, they're using military tactics, man. Which means they mean business. They ain't trying to make no attempts. They ain't trying to waste no suicide bombers no more. You know, when a bomb blows up in the car, he ain't get there. No, they trying to put a message out there, man. That's why they're using military tactics, man. All right, and it ain't gonna stop. It's only gonna continue to get worse. You'll have more rioting, and it is gonna escalate over here. It's gonna spill over here, which is a good thing, man. And you know what? That's what happened when you go back to the ancient Roman Empire, the pagan Roman Empire, with the evil faggot Caesars. You know, that's how they felt. All right, go ahead.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hinder it.
Right, and so now you ain't gonna have that means, in other words, nobody's not gonna come to help the so-called white man. As America's being destroyed, you got these other countries, they licking their chops to get their hands on America, man. Because them fucking rats over there that call themselves Israel, which they ain't nothing but a bunch of damn rats, bunch of devils, right? Dirty ass bastards. You got the whole world, everybody knows that America protects them. No matter what they do, they can do all kind of bullshit. America goes over there and protects them. And guess what? You got these other countries that's over there, they're mad as hell, man. And basically Israel says they're not even going to wait for America or this monkey Barack Obama to go and attack Iran. Basically they think, so that's going to happen pretty soon. They're going to straight up go into Iran and attack them on their own. And then that's when all hell is going to break loose. Because the other nations, the Arab nations, the Iranians, all right, and some of them other surrounding Arab nations, they're going to let loose on Israel and the United States. Eventually, all those same people are going to start coming against the United States. Hell, even within NATO, within the beast, they're going to come against the United States. Towns like France, Italy, other countries, they're going to come with Greece. They're going to come against America, man. Because you know why? They all know that America ain't shit, man. What America does, it goes into and causes a chaos in your country. They won't do that on American soil. They'll go on your country and tear up your whole damn country, right? They'll steal all your mineral resources. Because if there wasn't no mineral resources, they wouldn't give a damn about no damn sand niggas, dot head niggas. They don't care about them. Y'all know the so-called white man. He don't care about his own kind. That's why you got so-called white people that are homeless to this day.
No pictures.
No pictures. Where you from, man? You from Israel? Where you from? Jordan. Wait, speak up. Lebanon. Okay. Oh, you Lebanese. Okay, you don't like the Israelis that much.
I don't have no problem.
You don't know?
No problem with that.
Oh, okay, all right. Well then, then hey, whatever. It don't matter, man. It don't matter. He's not. He doesn't even know why he's here, really.
That's right.
He doesn't even know why. That's why the Lord said the nations are as a drop of the bucket, man. You know, they're worthless, man. They don't have no comprehension or whatever. You know. But anyway, there's some people over there in Lebanon, other groups that are going to be bombing Israel. All right, you got a lot of people that Israel done made mad over there, man. And that's why they running up into the United States embassies, because they know that the U.S. is right there backing Israel. They the one who gave Israel the green light to do the shit that they doing.
Maybe he didn't want to say it.
It don't matter, but he's insignificant, man. Go ahead.
Verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and it's quiet.
Right. Now, did that happen now? Is the whole earth at rest? Hell no. So this is future prophecy right here, out of the book of Isaiah. All right, but guess what? When the Lord take down the so-called white man, the world is going to be at rest, finally. That's how you go. That's the only way you're going to get peace, is that the so-called white man has to go, man. He got to be destroyed. And the other nations that are in them other countries, they're going to go down as well. But the so-called white man is at the head of this thing, man. He's at the head of this thing. All right, go ahead.
They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fig trees rejoice at thee, and the cedar.
Right, that's how beautiful it's going to be, man. The trees are going to be happy. Right now, you got the trees are angry as hell at the so-called white man. Because what's he doing? He's going down there chopping trees up, destroying the whole system. Because you need trees. All right, you need trees. The way the Most High made everything to work within itself. All right, they give off, what is the carbon? All right, they give off the oxygen, and then they intake our carbon that we push out, and in turn we take what? The oxygen that comes from the trees. So the Most High made everything to work in harmony, but you got the so-called white man making places desolate, man. All right, tearing trees down. So even the trees are going to be happy when this devil goes down.
A lot like in South Carolina, like a lot of those woods, they just, everywhere you go, they just tearing down the trees.
Yeah, they tearing them down. To make more houses, homes, turning places into industrial parks. All right, but go ahead, read on. Okay.
And the cedars of Lebanon say, since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us.
Right, because if the so-called white man, if he was able to, he would cut every tree down in the earth and then make some fake tree and put it in its place. That's how much of a demon he is. Here it is, you need the tree to get your oxygen and everything, but the so-called white man, they will cut all the trees down. What's the proof of that? Look what he's doing to the air. They put in there what? The chemtrails in the air, all these different chemicals they put in the air. The food, they poison the food. The water system that you drink out, that's stuff that you need to live. But this devil, he poisons it, man. He straight up poisons it. And at first he might tell you that it's good for you. Oh, we got to put a small level of fluoride in the water system because it's going to help you out from whatever. Then years later down the road, they tell you that what? That fluoride is no good for you. All right? A lot of people got high levels of fluoride. Because why? The so-called white man is the devil. They got this thing called BPA. Y'all know what BPA is? Basically, it's a chemical that they make. They use it for like lining the packaging of food. They use it to line like pots and pans and stuff like that, right? And basically, it's a plastic. It's a plasticky chemical. Don't you know all of us right now? They say that all of us got that chemical inside of us, plastic. And they said because at first it was deemed okay, you can have a certain percent and it's not a hazard. But now they found out that basically that breaks down your system, man. So what they did is they should make baby bottles out of this thing. All right, pacifiers and all that stuff. Now they don't use it no more. You see, but the so-called white man knows that. He gets his scientists and his doctor. That's why the scriptures say he's a physician of no value, man. A forger of lies. The so-called white man doesn't give a damn, man. All right, and hold Isaiah 24 and 6. Right here. Oh, you right there? Yeah. That's the spirit. Then go ahead, bring it out.
Isaiah 24 and 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Right, see? That's what the Bible said. The same thing we've been bringing out. It said the earth is also defiled by the inhabitants thereof. Who's controlling everything in this planet Earth? Who's passing laws, whether it be by the FDA approval, right, or the CDC approval? Who's doing all these things, man? Who's saying it's okay to intake the chemtrails and stuff like that? Who's saying it's okay to drink fluoridated water with high levels of mercury in it? Who's saying that stuff, man? The so-called white man is the one that's passing laws for that bullshit, man. Saying that it's okay to genetically modify food now. Basically create food in a laboratory, man, using certain chemicals and stuff like that. Stuff that's not natural or organic. The so-called white man is the one behind that, man. So you got all these people, and the white man is a fucking hypocrite, man. Because on the same token, he's destroying everything. Then he'll have another group of crackers, devils, talking about some what? Some Earth Day. Go green. That's a goddamn joke, man. How you gonna go green when you done destroyed all the damn greens, man? In the name of technology? And guess what? They did a lot of these things purposely, man. It ain't no coincidence that people today are dying of different diseases more than they ever was, man. Cancer. Why? Because they designed it, man. They put it in your system when you were younger, man. When they, like I said, going into the water system, going into the soda, which really, soda is really poison, man. Right. You know that the corn syrup and everything that's in it, all that does is attack your immune system, and it helps weaken it, man. All right, it helps weaken. So this white man is the devil. If you can't see the white man as the devil, then basically you don't see nothing, man. All right, go ahead.
Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is
right, and that's why these other nations and these other countries, they're telling the white man to get the hell out of here, man. Because they know that wherever the so-called white man goes, he brings destruction, man. Look what he did to Iraq over there. And supposedly they were what? Freeing the Iraqis, right? They're supposed to be helping out the people of Iraq. That place is in more turmoil than when Saddam Hussein was over there in power. What happened to the Afghanis? They done fucked that place up. What about Egypt? They done stuck their nose down there in Egypt, and they got rid of what's his name, Mubarak or whatever the hell his name is. Another one of their puppet leaders. And guess what? Over there in Egypt, they rioting. There's still chaos going over there. The United States still got strongholds down in Panama, down in Korea. They in everybody's country, man. And you know what they did over there to Nam? And they ain't forget about that, man. That's why I said the nations are angry. Angry at who? The so-called white man. You ain't got no black people that push the button and drop Fat Boy over there in Hiroshima and them other countries, man. The so-called white man's the one that did that, man. Okay, go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right, see, the Bible said when the righteous are in authority, meaning authority means what? Rulership. It said the people rejoice. Let me ask y'all a question. Is everybody rejoicing? Is everybody happy? No. Hell no.
Hell no.
You got people that's complaining about not getting a job. You got more people are becoming homeless. That's a big problem in the United States. They did a few, ABC investigative reports. You got a lot of homeless people in the United States. So it says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So obviously the righteous people are not in authority. And who is actually in authority? The so-called white man, which is the devil. That proves he's the devil, man, because read on.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Right,
when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. People are mourning every day, man. And it all goes back to the so-called white man. It all goes back to the so-called white man. One way or another, I bet you can trace it back to the so-called white man. All the way to a damn sickness you might have, you can trace it all the way back to the so-called white man. That was it. All right, brother, go back to what you got.
Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints.
Right. See, that's what this thing is about, man. And that's the time we in. With the Most High, we ain't gonna go through slavery again. You got some of these devils, that show you how stupid these devils are, man. They don't know the Lord, man. You got some of these devils that actually think, yeah, okay, you Negroes gonna take over, but then we're gonna take you over again. That's it, man. This is it. We ain't going back into slavery no more. But now you got a lot of stupid ass niggas that want to go back into slavery for the white man. That's right.